Hi, it's Phil from Lift Personal Training here. We're now going to be having a workout. We're going to be doing 4 exercises. 3 of those exercises are what they call a superset. So you do an exercise after an exercise after an exercise, and then we have our cardio phase. So we're going to break it up a little bit. I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing. Our first one is backward lunges. So with our backward lunge, we're going to stand shoulder width apart, head forwards. Like our forward lunge that we did before in our warm-up, we're just going to go backwards, take a point on a toe, lunge down, and together. We're going to do 15. So that's 2, 5 more, 4 more, 2, and 1. So I'm just going to switch sides now. We're going to come over to this other side. When we're doing our lunge, we don't want to lunge forwards, we want to lunge directly down. So in line with our body, we don't want to come forward, we want to go directly down. Now you'll find if you can't go directly down, you need to take that back leg back a bit further. When you get to the top, you want to squeeze. So we're going to swiftly move on to our next exercise, which is the bridge. Like I said, we're doing a superset. What you want to be doing is make sure our feet are shoulder width apart, knees facing forwards. You don't want them buckling outwards or inwards. You're going to push up, hold, and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is really good for the backs of the hamstrings, so the backs of those legs, glutes, so our bottom, and also core stabilizers. Straight into our next exercise. Our next exercise is floor to air. We're going to touch the floor, jump high. Again, we're doing 15 reps of each exercise. So our 4th exercise is our cardio exercise. This is the phase where we get our heart going really, really hard. We're going to stand shoulder width apart, squat down, hand over hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for 15 each side. Switch sides. Have a drink, take 2 minutes and come back for our second superset. Okay, our first exercise for our second superset is the walkouts. We did this in our warm-up. What you want to be doing is bending through, walking all the way out, coming back. It's 1. We're going for 15. It's 2. 3. When you're walking out, you're going to get out as far as you can with those arms. Drag yourself back. Try not to use momentum, use those muscles. I'm going to go for 10 more. 9 more. 8 more. You'll find when you're starting to get a little bit tired, you're starting to use your hips a bit more. Just keep them down, hold those arms out straight. Remember, you're locking them out. make this my last one. Straight into our next exercise, which is female push-up. I'm going to go onto our knees. You want to see yourself from the side sometimes. Make sure your bottom doesn't dip. I'm going to keep your bottom up. Press down, press up. We're going to go for 10. You want to be breathing in at the top, letting that air out as you come up. Okay, third exercise is our tricep walk with the widths. Okay, you can do this in your home or you can do it outside. Just pick the width of each side and we're going to go for 2 widths only. So we're going to start seated. Arms up, bottom up. Try to keep the bottom up all the way through. Bend the legs. Arms must stay straight. And you're just walking backwards. Make sure you've cleared the area before you start. So that's my 1 width. We're going to go back again. Arms up, body straight, walk back. Using those arms to drag yourself backwards. Legs just to guide you for balance. And away you go. That was my 2 widths. Last exercise in our superset is our cardio exercise, and it is this side shuffles. We did these in our warm-up, but it's going to be a lot shorter. So we're just going to shuffle to the side. We want to be counting 30 shuffles. From one side to the other is 1. As you can tell now, I'm starting to have a little bit of a sweat getting on. It's always good. You can do this anywhere, at home, in the garden. We're going to go for 15 more. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have your 2-minute break, grab a quick drink of water, come back for your 3rd set. Hi, it's Phil again. We're back for our 3rd superset. We're going to be doing abs for this 3rd superset, and we need a phone for our counter. So this is going to be our stopwatch. First one is the plank. You've probably all seen the plank before. We need to just come around to the side. We're going to make sure we look at all the way through and keep our body as straight as possible. What I'm going to do is we're going to start the timer at 30 seconds. With the plank, you don't want the bottom to dip. You want to keep it up, tilted, tucked under, and make sure you're not holding your hands in the middle. This becomes a stress point where you use your upper body a lot more. You're finding that you're using your shoulders a little bit, take a step back. If you want to be really advanced, take another step back. So we've got another 10 seconds to hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straight into our next exercise, which is 15 bicycle crunches. We'll start with our legs up, twist, twist, twist. Next exercise is leg kick-ups. Hands underneath, just underneath the bottom area, legs straight, push up, back down. That's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you don't want to be doing is pushing with your hands. You want to be just using that lower body. Okay, so we're going to do our cool down now. We're going to start with that upper body. We're going to push the arms forwards like you're hugging a tree. Hand over hand. Push those shoulders out, head down. Take deep breaths in. Really push round through those shoulder blades. This is going to get into our lat area. It's a nice big muscle. Just going to cool those lats down. So we brought ourselves down through doing our abs. It was coming down to a cool down area. Okay, so the second one, we're going to take our arms behind our back. We're going to pull those arms up, chest proud, head up nice and tall, stretch through the chest area. You should see that everything in that area is starting to stretch out. Try to keep your arms nice and straight. You don't want to lean back, just keep yourself nice and forwards. Okay, and you're going to hold these for about 15 counts, so count to 15 nice and slow in your head. Take those deep breaths in. You've had a hard workout. Okay, I'm going to move slowly down into our hip flexor. Again, I was talking about that in our warm-up. Quite a tight one for people. We're going to take ourselves down like we was going to go into a lunge, but we're going to keep the back foot flat on the floor. We're going to grab that back foot and you're going to push yourself forwards all the way through down one side. Some people might find this a bit difficult. I'll show you the other stretch for this area if you find this is too hard. It does require a lot of balance and core. Sometimes it's easier to keep your arm forwards, and that's about 15 counts on that leg. You should feel a nice deep stretch in that area. So just going to switch over to the other side, take our balance. I'm normally a bit worse with this side. And you'll always find you'll favour one leg. If you're a runner, or if you just lean one side. Now this is important to try and keep that leg nice and stretched. Push forwards if you can. Try and dig deep in that last couple of seconds. And relax. So we're just going to move round into our hamstring stretch. Going to lie flat on the floor. Bring one leg up. It must be straight before you grab it. Okay, I don't want no bent legs. Straight before you grab it. If you can't grab underneath it, grab a towel. Pull it back. So what I'm going to do is lock my hands in just underneath the arch of our leg. We're just going to pull back nice gently till you feel that stretch. As you can see, my legs are shaking a little bit. You're going to pull back as far as you feel that nice stretch. Again, this is generally a tight area for people. When this area gets tight, it can pull down and put your spine out of line. It can cause a lot of back problems. I'm going to cross that leg over to the other side. I'm going to grab through the leg, pull up and pull to yourself. This is a glute stretch, so you should feel your bottom quite a bit. And pull back further if you can for the last 5 counts, 4 counts. 3, 2 and 1. And relax. We're going to repeat on the other side. Take the leg up, come underneath, pull back until you feel that stretch. Try to take a deep breath in, push that air out, pull back further. Cross the leg over the other side, come in between the legs, grab the opposite leg and pull back. You'll always have, again, one side that's a bit tighter than the other side. For me, this is a bit tighter. I tend to rely on my right side, which is kind of bad. And relax. Okay, so we're just going to flip over and we're going to do hands turned over. This is our baby stretch. We're just going to sit on our heels, slide back, head between the arms, and just push gently against the ground all through your forearms. And again, we're going to hold for 15, 14, 13,
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to come up into our cat stretch. And what I want you to do is pretend you're an angry cat. We're going to push up nice and high, pushing all the way through the diaphragm, really up nice and high, and then relax. Happy cat. Thank you for taking part. This is Phil from Lift Personal Training.